welcome back to Haltech TV. Today we have episode 2 of the Project Prodigy system build. Now I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do this voiceover and talk about a few topics while you get to watch the system be built. So we've got about 6 minutes to play with, I think, so let's get started. Okay, so the design and colour scheme, I know I've talked about it already and I've gone through each individual product and why I chose it, but I really want to talk about the colour scheme as a whole and why I went with white and black. And really it's all down to simplicity. I really wanted to show off the Mini ITX motherboard form factor and all the products that you can get for it, like the Prodigy, and I wanted to show it off in a way where it showed off the simplicity of the form factor, but also the beauty of it as well. And it's to really show off how simple yet beautiful the Mini ITX form factor is. I had to go with a colour scheme that was also simple, and you don't get that kind of simplicity with any other colours other than white and black. You go with a blue, you go with a green, you go with a red, and it starts to add different shades of this, different shades of that. It starts to shine on different components and change the way they look, and it makes things a little bit more complicated. And I wanted something that was simple and it contrasted well. So white and black is perfect. We've got the Bit Phoenix Prodigy there, and that works perfectly with the Z87N Wi-Fi and the TD02. They're all white and black and they all work well, really well together. I think I've confused myself there, but yeah, so I went with them, but also I did want to have that small accent somewhere that gave it a little bit of colour, so that's why I went with the AP.2 and it's because it's a nice shade of blue and it's not harsh. It's a very soft blue and it's very similar to the Haltech TV colours as well, so it was nice to get that in there. And they're also good fans, so you know, I'm not kind of cutting off my nose to spite my face or whatever, if that saying makes any sense to you. So yeah, that's why I went with those colour schemes. I wanted something simple that was beautiful, and to be able to use things like the TD02 and put it in the Prodigy where the CPU block, which is aluminium, gets emphasized. It all works really well and you'll see it all at the end. But yeah, what it was like building in the Prodigy, it's not as simple as building in a normal ATX case, whether it's micro ATX or standard ATX. It is a little bit more complicated and you do come up against quite a few issues, such as finding cable management space because you don't have space behind the motherboard tray on vertically mounted motherboards like you do in normal cases. So there is a few challenges, but all in all, if you are confident in building in smaller cases, it's not really a problem at all. I went with a semi-modular 140mm long power supply, as you can see, and it worked well. You need a 140mm long power supply if you're going to go modular at all, so keep that in mind. But yeah, once you've got the cables sorted, and as you'll see further into the video or in the next video maybe, we did actually go with cable extensions as well, so it is possible to take, you know, the cables that you're using and extend them and still find space for everything. So it's a bit of a challenge, but once you've got that confidence down and once you've got that knowledge of kind of where to route things, just by working with the products over a certain amount of time, it wasn't that difficult. Now, in terms of the products that I've chosen and putting them in, I'd have to say maybe the hardest part was probably getting the 240mm long radiator and motherboard in at the same time without damaging anything. I think that was probably the biggest difficulty, because it is kind of cramped because it's an ITX case. But yeah, everything worked perfectly. As you'll see in later videos, I don't think you'll see it in this video, we did actually end up switching the radiator around and taking a front fan out, but that's that was not just due to size limitations, but also the fact that I wanted it to look pretty as well as functional, and it's to have the tubes from the CPU block to the radiator be all cramped. It just didn't look that nice. So yeah, all in all, it was a very lovely build to do, and I quite enjoyed it. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would do it again. And as you'll see in the summary article that we do later on at the end of the project, after I've done kind of a show off of the system with like beautiful angles and everything, I'll really talk about this a lot more. But yeah, other than that, there's not much to say. I'm Hal Thompson, you've been watching another Haltech TV video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and let me know what you want to see in this system, because we'll be developing it. This isn't just going to end once the system's completely built. I am going to continue developing it in terms of looks, not performance stuff, obviously, because it's going to be a test bench. But in terms of looks, yeah, so there's nothing more else to say. I'm Hal Thompson, and goodbye.